Let me give you a tour of the best Brella clamp and rotating arm. This unit here, it's actually composed of two separate items. This is the clamp part here. It attaches via a stud right here to the rotating arm, which goes from here up to here. Starting at the bottom, this is the lever that opens your clamp. And you can see as you turn this lever, the jaw on the clamp opens and closes. Very easy to open and close. And this is the removable insertable wedge. Now, the wedge is removed if you're going to be clamping onto a round surface, and you insert that wedge if it's going to be a flat surface. Whatever gives you the most surface area for the clamp to hold on to. So I'm going to close this. By the way, you cannot strip this clamp, so don't worry about over-tightening it. You also have some other items on this clamp that normally you will not be using. In the field, once you attach it to your umbrella, normally the only other thing you're touching is the red knob for the rotating arm to adjust the umbrella angle. But these other things, this is a silver push button release that we'll talk about in a moment, and this is the set screw that attaches the stud to the stud of the rotating arm to the clamp. This again is your rotating arm knob, and when you loosen it, you can actually rotate the arm in 360 degrees, any position you want. So you can position that umbrella at any angle, depending on where the sun is. I'm going to tighten this up again. Again, you cannot over-tighten this, which is really good. You cannot strip it. Further down on the rotating arm, you have the opening that you insert your umbrella into here, and you tighten the umbrella. You tighten that once you've achieved your desired height with this little white screw here. Let's go back to the connection between the rotating arm and the clamp, which again I said usually you don't have to pay any attention to, but you might. So when I hold these two together, I get zero movement. If I try to wiggle them, there's no wiggle. But sometimes a wiggle develops, and that's because this set screw gets knocked loose. Maybe when you're packing or unpacking or however. Gets knocked loose, and then there's a wiggle. Now, you'd think, well, I just tighten the set screw again. That's a logical thing to do, but sometimes it doesn't work. Let me show you why. I'm going to take these two apart. First thing to take them apart, I undo the set screw quite a bit. You have to unscrew it quite a bit. Then I push in the silver release button, and the two separate. So now I have a rotating arm here, and I have the clamp over here. Notice that you see two yellow dots, a yellow dot on the stud and a yellow dot on the clamp, and we're going to have to use those when we set this up together. Let me show you the stud on the rotating arm. It's important to notice the construction of this. There is actually about a fourth of it is flat. This is a flat surface. That's where I put the yellow dot. The rest of it, the 3/4 of it, are round. The set screw has to actually meet the flat surface if it's going to hold tight. If its set screw is meeting the curved surface, you're going to get slippage. So when you attach these two together, you're going to have to make sure that the yellow dots are facing each other. Now back again to the clamp. Here's the silver push button. What the heck does it do? If you notice that when you push on this, it creates a little opening. And as I push, you can see that there's a little bit of opening created right here. If you don't have this pushed in, the stud will not fit into the receptacle. The other thing that you need to know about this, if you look down into this receptacle, you'll see there's a ledge about 2/3 of the way down. And the stud actually has to get down into the very bottom. If it gets just this far down to the ledge, it will slip. So it has to be inserted into the very bottom, which is a little bit deeper. So let's put these two together. All right, I've got this set screw loosened up. I push in the silver knob, release knob, and then I put yellow to yellow, facing yellow, jam it in till I hear a click. So I know when I hear that click, I know it's down deep into the receptacle. Now I tighten the set screw without moving things, because I want that set screw to be on the flat surface. And as I tighten it, I can tighten it as tight as I want. I've actually put a little cushion here to keep wind from vibrating this loose. When you try to wiggle them together, there's no movement. So now you're ready to go again. You will not have to touch this or this or this again until it develops a wiggle, which it may never develop a wiggle. Okay, so that's it. Now, from now on, once this is attached to my my easel or my setup, my tripod, the only thing I'm going to be touching is this red knob that will control how far and what angle the rotating arm is going. Okay, that's it.